All right, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to all the Akim out there preaching his word in truth and sincerity. So I just wanted to make this brief video touching on this article as far as dealing with the unemployment claims that's been going on, all due to the coronavirus situation going on. As you should know, if you stay in tune with the news, has pretty much been majority of jobs pretty much closed down. Lots of businesses. And then you even got this article right here. 24-hour fitness weighs bankruptcy. So it's like a lot of these companies are going under just because they had to close down for this shorter time. It ain't been that long. It's been like a little over a month now, I think. But look how fast that these companies are closing down. How many people are already done only a month or two into this thing just going on. And this is why people are pressuring Trump, like, when is it going to open back up? When is things going to get back to normal? When are people going to get back to work? This and that. Because they know that this economy can't last much longer if the longer it's dragged out. Because a lot of people are just going under the table in a debt, just like these companies are. All right. And this article is touching on the jobless claims, how it's risen by 5.2 million as coronavirus continues its rampage across the economy. And I was watching this other interview earlier, a podcast of people I'll be checking out, and they was talking about it for a second as well with the jobless claims. And they was saying, like, worst case scenario, it would be up to 40 some percent, because they saying it's like 11% now, or 13, somewhere in the teens. But the worst case scenario can get to possibly get up to 30 something, 40 some percent of people that are unemployed. So we just have to, wait and see how it plays out. Yet the longer that this is carried on, the more repercussions it's having on the society. All right. Now, the first scripture I wanted to get is Proverbs 29:2. It says, "When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn." Now we know that the wicked are in rulership, according to Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right, so the wicked are the ones that are in control of this whole society, man. All right. Esau's the wicked are the ones who cause this whole scenario to play out, who plant, and you got people calling the pandemic not even a pandemic because this is something that was planned ahead of time. All right, plenty of different videos that have been out there exposing Bill Gates. All right, and this whole situation that's going on. Just to help usher in the market of beasts and to give them justification of going that route with society. Crash the economy, make people through. So then what? They gotta rely on the government, come to them for help. All right, they're suffering, mourning. All right, everybody lined up out the doors to get unemployment because they don't have any type of money coming in. So now they're even more dependent upon the government when they already were in the first place. But now even more so just because of the situation that's been going on now. All right. I'm going to read a little bit of the article. As you see, it's talking about the jobless claims rise 5.2 million. And it's from naturalnews.com. And it says reported numbers don't tell the whole story. In this section, it says the report comes as President Donald Trump mulls over plans to pull back on the social distancing measures that have forced businesses all over the country to close and reopen parts of the economy and get some people back to work by May the 1st. Lockdowns in various states have sent vast parts of the economy to a screeching halt. As a result, nearly 22 million people have been put out of work, and the nation is facing its worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. So this is actually worse than the Great Depression, This is actually worse than back then when the Great Depression went down. This is how bad the situation we're in now is. And just like the scriptures tell you that, matter of fact, I'm gonna get it. In Daniel's, how it's saying, We're not in Jacob. We're not in that time fully yet, but it tells you how it's going to be. I'm going to read it. It's Daniel 12 and 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince was standing for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was, since there was a nation even that to that time, to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book in the book. Now it says how there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was even a nation. This is like the beginning of that time of trouble. All right, because a lot of the things that's been going on, starting from the end of like last year in 2018, they all been what, unprecedented and a historical type of thing. Like like the Doomsday Clock. That's a historical that event as far as it being the closest to midnight it's ever been. And then uh, this unemployment is worse than the Great Depression, and that's something that was like a big. That's something that you was taught in history. Me being like a little bit younger, when I was coming up in high school, that was something they taught you in history about the Great Depression. That was like a major thing that they, had to go into in history about that time of struggle, whatever. Now we're actually in a time that's worse than that, because the time that the times we're living in now, this is actually worse than the Great Depression. That's how many people are unemployed, and then this is only beginning of it. Like as far as the lockdown going on, who knows what they're going to say? Because they talking about opening up and whatever, but we have to wait and see. And all this is just steps leading into that time of Jacob's trouble, man. All right. The more that these people continue to suffer and struggle, what are they going to do? They're going to do more than just protesting like they doing out here in the streets, man. They're going to actually start fighting against the government, man. It's going to be civil unrest. People trying to invade other people's homes who have food just to get food, for them and their family. So it's going to be getting ugly out here, man. All right. Get this in 1 Thessalonians 5 and 1. It says, "But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night." And the times and seasons that we're in, you don't need to be told that we're in the last days, man. That should be well understood. All right, because the apostles the apostles are hard deemed this year, the year of prophecy, man. And you just see, it's crazy how fast things are actually happening, man. And the scriptures tell you that as well. The time's being sped up for the elect's sake. The Lord's really moving and making things happen, man. All right. If you stand on your watch, you're seeing these things play out quick. Not tarrying no more, man. These prophecies are popping off, man. All right, we right there at the doorstep of the mark of the beast being mandated, pretty much. Because this is a perfect situation to open that door, so to speak. So then they got a so-called electronical way to keep track of people, and that's the main thing that you could hear constantly being mentioned with these different governors that speak, as well as Trump. He even mentioned it in one of his speeches. He actually said the microchip. But then the other ones they mentioned about digital tracking, knowing how to track people, this and that. The only way they're going to be able to really do that, make it simple, is that microchip, man, the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. All right. Now I'm gonna go back and read a little bit more of this article. It says the job losses are historic, stated Julia Carando. It means that we are going to be in for a double-digit unemployment rate. The DOL's weekly jobless claims report has taken on new importance as economics and policymakers alike try to come to terms with the size of the crisis. The labor market is obviously very, very important and has a high correlation with what is going on in the economy. It is showing us that what I think we all know, that the economy is falling off a cliff at an unprecedented rate. And like I was saying, everything that's been going on since like close to the end of 2019 coming into the year we in now, it's been unprecedented, historical things going on. That's the word they keep on throwing out there, with a lot of things that's been going on. All right, so it's showing you the times that we're in, man, where Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is really about to throw this place down, man. Because it can only keep going so much longer, man. When has the government actually had to just pass a $2 trillion bill to fund the economy, try to keep it going? Everything's literally shut down, and they're pumping money into the economy crazy just to keep it afloat. You know, nobody's even working like that. It's wild, the times that we're in. You know, and then it says things will get worse before they get better. As bad as things look, economists believe that the unemployment numbers won't be going down anytime soon, especially as state unemployment offices continue to struggle to process the unprecedented number of people rushing to file unemployment claims. I think we still have a way to go before we will see some tapering of these claims. Across the country, state unemployment systems continue to be overwhelmed by a flood of first-time filers. Thanks to these bottlenecks, there's Thursday's claims numbers likely include claims that were filed weeks ago. Another reason for the increase in claims is the CARES Act. The 2.2 trillion coronavirus relief package expanded eligibility for unemployment insurance, allowing part-time workers and contractors to file. Some states have also waived job search requirements for filing claims. That said, the fact that the numbers were slightly lower than the previous week may suggest that the breakneck pace of unemployment may be starting to slow. And then this section just talks about how the continuing claims will give a better picture of the economy. You know, the numbers that will give a better picture of the state of unemployment in America will be those for continuing claims. These represent the total number of Americans continuing to receive unemployment benefits as reported with a 1 week delay. Over time, that will tell us about the speed which people are finding new jobs. If you start to see a drop, that tells you about the net flow. So pretty much, man, it's just telling you that things are going to get worse, you know. Because like I said, we're just starting to see the repercussions of the government being not the government being shut down, but you know, American economy being shut down. All these different jobs, if it's not an essential jobs or so-called, are being shut down. And that's going to have an effect on the economy. You may not see now, but in the near future, you're going to start seeing the effects of it has on the economy with more stuff, businesses going out of business, all right, and a lot of other things happening off of that. But back in 1 Thessalonians 5:3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. And that's all that's going to happen, man. You know, that's all you've been hearing when you listen to Trump talk. He's telling you how things are going to America's going to get back opened up. It's going to be better, stronger, this and that. When we know that it's only going to get worse. If it do open back up, things are going to be so-called normal for a small period of time, if it even goes that far. And then it's going to just get immediately worse, man. All right, because there's no getting better, like, rapidly, like they're making it seem like it's going to just be real quick and get things back to normal. It's not going to happen like that. It's already too far gone. All right, so things are only going to get worse from this point. Like the Apostle Tahar always say, it's going to get worse before it gets worse. And we should literally seeing that play out. You know, these people are suffering out here, man. They're done. You know. Hey, so with that, you know, I want to wrap up. I just wanted to go into this article real quick about how these Babylonians are throughout here. You know, majority of people lost their job and they're done. And it ain't no jobs out there like that. They claim that it is, but it really ain't. And this is further showing that how bad the times that we're in is. They actually said in an article, you know, it's worse than the Great Depression. Unprecedented. You know, the words that they're using is just showing you the times that we're in, man. All right. Hey, so with that, I'm going to give our praises again to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, the great millstone, and Shalom to the Akim out there preaching his word, truth, sincerity. Shalom.